Okay, so the final story I want to tell you guys is about how I tapped into my strengths and values and inspiration to get my dream job with a purpose-driven company. And so this also happened in Hawaii when I met Andrew and heard him talk about all of this as well. And I employed a pretty radically different approach, as mentioned in my bio, to getting my job. And so one of the other speakers in Hawaii, my other favorite speaker, was a guy named Robert, who was a millionaire CEO of a rapidly growing online education company. And his talk blew me away so much so that I was sitting there in the audience, and I knew at that moment that I had to work for him. And I was ready to do whatever it took to get a job with him, basically. You know, he had a great mission that I really cared about, online education in the financial space, and working with him would be in alignment with my strengths and values and inspiration. And he was also a millionaire, so clearly working for him, I'd be able to learn how to make a lot of money, which was cool. So anyways, after that talk, and I realized that I had to work for him, I met him. I made a point of meeting him in the bar after the events that day, and so they had a networking party every night at these events, which was a lot of fun. And I was lucky and honored to be mentored by him for about 45 minutes. And that was a pretty life-changing talk for me, because at the end, he seemed impressed with me as well and decided to give me his business card and told me to email him about a job. So I knew I had his attention, but I had to guarantee again that I got a job with him. So I assessed what I had to offer, and I had a degree, which was great, but many people have degrees. I didn't have any relevant skills or experience that would help him and his company. What I did have was my character, so I could express my humility, my willingness to learn and grow, and my passion for their cause. And so I decided, after the event, I waited a couple days and sat on it, and decided to send him one of the more scary emails in my life, which had the subject line in all capitals, "I'm the one you've been looking for." So he still tells this story to the day today, by the way. So that got his attention, and in that email, I offered to work for free for 3 months. And the reason I did that is because I knew that after working for him for about 2 or 3 years, I would be able to do pretty much anything that I wanted. And so it was worth it to pay that price and live off instant noodles for those 3 months, which, by the way, you guys are all going to be familiar with pretty soon. So after a couple emails and some persistence and some phone calls, I wound up being invited down to meet their team and was offered a job. I was offered a paid position right off the bat. I didn't have to honor my offer of working for free for 3 months. So lucky me, I didn't have to live off noodles.